How's everybody doing? I'd like to present the Golden Gate Senior Expansion Center. Hope everybody's doing well in quarantine. We got our necessary supplies. And our presentation is going to be the 50% design of the Senior Center if the seniors live through the virus. Myself, I'm Maget Deering. Brett is filming.
How you doing?
Deanna and Dylan unfortunately could not make it as they have been quarantined. So here are our clients, Ayub and Claudia. They are from Collier County Facilities Management. We met them on March 12th in the library to discuss our progress on the project. We had showed them our 3 different design options. However, the initial design, which was that L shape, was not approved by them. They didn't like the shape of that building. So we presented to them design option 2, which connected into the existing library and then had a little extension out into the grass area that would tie into the existing pavers. However, they did not like the shape of the curved building, so they asked us to change that. The third design option was a completely attached design to the existing library, which tied into all of the existing walls, and they also did not like that option due to the fact that it was expensive to knock down and replace all of those walls, essentially quarantining that wing of the building. So this is what they decided on. They wanted a standalone building that wrapped around the existing library based off of this shape and a combination of this shape. So we decided on a 6,000 square foot building within the 15-foot landscape buffer and 25 feet off the existing library, which is a design requirement. We also kept in mind the location and depth of the pump station, which we will get to later in this presentation. And we also complied with avoiding the existing light pole. Ayub brought it up to us that that was a problem if they did have to shut off the electricity to the building. They would have to call in an electric company during the nighttime while nobody's occupying the senior center. And they didn't want us to do that because not only would it be extremely costly, but it would also be very time consuming. And this is the ICPR nodal map to model the rainfall on top of this entire basin. This was designed in ICPR 4. All of these blue dots are going to be nodes. Those are going to represent catch basins. However, not all of them are going to be just catch basins. These maroon lines are going to be the drop structures connecting into the existing detention area, which is also modeled here, leading to a final destination of an outfall control structure that is on site, and that eventually does get discharged into a canal via a weir and a pipe that extends into existing networks. For a purpose of our presentation, we modeled it with no tailwater conditions and a free flow condition. This is only a model of the entire site here. There are existing control structures and other structures outside of our project boundary. However, we cleared it with Claudia and Ayub that it is okay for our purpose to just model this area. So here are our results after running this model. So the detention ended up staging for a 25-year, 24-hour storm event to the appropriate elevation. It staged to a 12.29 feet. Those are all NGVD standards. The 25-year design initially for the site is at the control structure elevation of a 12.25. So that does mean that our structure and our model is running correctly. And then the 100-year, 24-hour staging event ended up staging to a 13.34, which is much higher onto the pavement, and the area is flooding. The good thing is that the existing buildings are at a 14-foot elevation, so it is out of the flood zone. All of the other nodes, i.e. these blue nodes, did have initial elevations. Those are modeled as catch basins as well, and all of those stage within a couple inches above the initial elevation, which is okay, meaning that there is a little bit of sitting water on top of each basin. This right here is the control structure for the entire watershed, and it does get piped out this way into that existing canal, as previously mentioned. On site, they asked us to do an analysis of the pump station. In this case, the pump station is listed as a grinder pump station. This is commonly used in correctional facilities for areas that are getting big things flushed down through the sanitary system. like towels. And since this is a senior center, some people have dementia, some people might be influenced by the virus. So the initial pump station was put in there in 2006. It is privately owned and maintained. However, it is not properly maintained due to the fact that it is flooding a lot. The red flashing light was on when we came to the site initially. We have tried contacting the owner and operator of the grinder station on site. However, we were unable to get very much information on the site and its current operating conditions. We have received a detail for the pump station, so we know the on and off elevations for the pump station. Without proper field testing, we are going to use the initial pump curve that was given to us from the detail to assume flows, and then assume the new inflows and outflows based on the new 6,000 square foot building. So the way we're going to go about this is determine the pump rate of the current pump station. We're going to analyze it with the current senior center and the library, add the additional flows in, and then see where it stands. If they did ask us not to do a full design of the entire redesign of the pump station, so we're just going to leave a detailed analysis of how the pump station is currently performing. So I hope everybody makes it through alive. Good luck.